just want to say for the record, if you see tears in my eyes right now, they are tears of happiness. I'm elated right now. It's like, I think it's 11 degrees outside, bitterly cold. I'll cut right to the chase. My furnace died today at 4 o'clock. It did this like 2 weeks ago, and it only didn't work for like a couple hours. And then it magically started working again. Never did find out why or anything. But this time it's been off on the coldest day in the last year of my life here in the RV, and it's been off for like 6 hours. So I did go into Walmart and I bought this guy. This is the Mr. Heater Little Buddy. It's a much smaller version of the one. Oh, that's the tip-proof thing. If you tip it, it turns off, obviously. Yeah, but yeah, it's been helping. That was $80, and then I spent $20 on propane tanks. Now, the problem with the furnace, which I don't know if you can hear it, it's on right now, but I've been emailing with Mark Smith here about it, and he told me, and I already told him that I looked at all the fuses and everything, and there's nothing else I could possibly do. I told him that I flipped the switch, and he said, well, you need to make sure that mercury switch is actually working and everything. So I pulled off the cover, and I started messing with this, and I was click, 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 and it was making all the noises and everything. But because Mark told me to take this thing off and look at it, I just started to start touching things. So see this little brass clip right there? I touched that, and as soon as I touched that, the furnace turned on. In other words, you can hear it working right now, but here's where it was. Right, well, you can see how it's hear it clicking on and off. This wasn't making solid contact right there. It's amazing that something that tiny can make me think that I'm out a $600 furnace. If not for people on YouTube like Mark Smith helping me out here, and many other people who've given me suggestions about other stuff in life, man, it'd be a lot worse than what it really is. So, thank you. I am so thankful. I don't think I'm going to return this thing. Like I said, it was only $80, and I might just keep it as an emergency, or I may just keep it and give it to somebody who needs heat. A lot of times I see people out here in Walmart living in their cars and stuff, and maybe they could use something like that if they didn't have the money. So maybe I'll just hold on to it and try to pay it forward or something. Other thing is, I have not moved to my general location in almost 2 days now. That's because I went to a shop here in Birmingham, Alabama to get my brakes looked at. Now, he got in there and the mechanic started pumping on the brakes and came out immediately. He was like, well, it's not a wheel cylinder. It's definitely your master cylinder. We popped the hood and he said, oh yeah, this thing needs to be replaced. That's the problem. Alright, well, sat there all day, although it was only like an hour of labor or something like that, but it took all day in his waiting room office. And then by the end of the day, he got that installed, but then came back and was all pissed. He's like, didn't do anything, didn't fix anything. And he didn't know what the problem was. He's like, can you just bring it back tomorrow, and I'm going to say that master cylinder was, that it was a faulty one. I was like, here we go again. Remember all the solenoids that I got back in Olympia that were all faulty? 3 of them in a row that were all faulty from the manufacturing in the box. So anyway, I'm no better off, but I do have a bright, new, shiny master cylinder under the hood that does not fit in with all the rest of the stuff under the hood. And I'm going to take it back there, but I think it may be something different. I think it may be a wheel cylinder or something. Either way, it's going back tomorrow morning. And on the trip from the shop to this Walmart here in Birmingham, I heard a hissing noise. I drove it. It was only a few miles. And then I got here, and just in the time it took me to park, get outside, and go to the front, I could see antifreeze dripping right in the front of the radiator. And I've got a flashlight in the cold and found the crack. There's a crack on top of my radiator. So that needs to be repaired. This is early. I haven't even talked to anybody about this, but I think that it can be repaired. I think there's a material, because it's a steel radiator. It's not plastic up there, or the other material. It's steel, so it should be repairable. We'll see. But anyways, it's been an interesting 48 hours to say the least. I was initially in a really bad mood about the furnace, the brakes, and the radiator. But like I said, one viewer on YouTube helped me fix the furnace, and that just changes everything in my life right now. I've been smiling ever since. So that's why I got the camera and made a video. Otherwise I wouldn't even have made a video today. So one of the things I talked about helping keep it warm is it would be cool if I could insulate the windows better with more material, but I do have the sleeping bag up here which cuts off the cab area. This makes it so that I'm not having to heat as much area. I don't care about the cab area, that's just for driving, doesn't matter. It makes it so that the heat, well, the furnace heat is in a smaller area. Then I've got the bathroom door closed over there as well, because I don't use it that often and I don't need to keep it warm all the time. So that's the plan, and I'm going to be hopefully getting the brake situation figured out. I don't have money to put into a new brake system, whether that's going to be pads, calipers, wheel cylinders, whatever it needs. But the master cylinder was like a $40 part. I think it was under $50 part. It was an easy thing to do, and I thought it was totally worth it since he was 100% sure that was the problem, and it wasn't. So we'll go from there, and I'm gonna stay warm and watch some TV. Oh, what do you think about my hat? Somebody made this hat for me. She watches my videos and she made me this knitted hat. And actually it kind of blends in with the curtains, the drapery that I have. Kind of. Alright, I will get back with you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, Jack's here, along with his human servant Eric. Thanks for watching our RV channel. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up below. Don't forget to watch all of our other videos. We got some great material out there. Subscribe to our channel so you can get the latest updates here on the road. Can you say hi? Talk to you guys later.